Good morning from Bali. This is Richard, and it's my first trading session. Well, it's not my first trading session. I've done many before, but the first one that I'm going to film. We have trade libraries in our courses. I've done quite a lot of seminars. You know, what people are wanting to see is me and my brother and the C1M team trading. So this is what we are bringing to you now. I have just jumped in on a trade. As you can see, I'm 13% in profit, 14% here. So I got in at 8350. We had an alert come through. Let's see why I got in on this trade. Well, it's been coming up, down, up, and it broke through the middle Bollinger Band to the lower Bollinger Band. Bit of an inverted hammer here. If all of that sounded like Spanish, and you don't speak Spanish, then these are all just terminologies and how we refer to these charts. If this is new to you, if you're seeing this on YouTube, you're wondering what this is all about, how can you do it? Well, it's very achievable. You know, a few years ago, I had no experience. I've got no financial background. Me and my brother, through learning this and spending a lot of time looking at these charts, we've put together a course, and it's an educational platform to teach people how to trade and earn money online. The link's below, crypto1method.com. That's all you need. Send us a message if you have any questions. But for now, this is for me to show you the power of the futures. Back to the future. And, you know, we've done a lot of spot trading, which is good. But some of the feedback we were getting is, okay, you do need a bit of money to make a bit of money for sure. Oh, go get yourself half a Bitcoin, quarter of a Bitcoin. Futures ticks a lot of the boxes in terms of the trades are quicker. You need less capital. You can make more money. Sounds great. Yeah, now you just need to know how to execute trades and what we're looking for in the markets. Well, we also have alerts that's scanning the markets every 5 minutes, and we'll bring your attention to a coin that will go up or down, because that is all they're doing. And that's where and how I found Lend. I had a short come in for Lend. I got in here. It went up a little bit, so my timing wasn't... Oh, no, I got in here. Sorry, I'm on 5-minute candles. I think I got in here. It did go up a little bit. You know, it went up afterwards about 0.4% or something. So I came about 10-15% negative. Now it's continued down. Good to always look at different time frames. High, new high, new high. This is a new low compared to here. Let's just show this to you. Okay, and then also this high is lower than this one, which you should be able to see. This is just very rough, quick drawings for you. But for me, this shows a bit of a shift in the direction of the trend, and it's going to be coming down, which it is. At the moment, 8350 I got in. I put in my stop market at 8454. This is all based off our calculator and tools that we have for you to be able to trade. Takes into account everything, whatever leverage you're using, percentages that you're going for. This is my plan: 20 leverage, 40 profit, 25 stop. Mike uses higher leverage. That's cool. You know, we're going to bring you loads of different trading sessions, because kind of each to their own. You know, we all, depending on your plan, which is here, this is not my plan at the moment. I'm just focusing on this right hand side. Depending on what your plan is, how many trades you need to do a day, what you want to earn per month and what you can put in will depend on how many trades you need to do per day and what leverage you're using, etc. So there's many moving parts. This is why we're bringing these to you. I got in at 8350. It's 8293. Binance has just had a little bit of a freeze. Let's see what's going on. Okay, new high, and then we're just trickling down. What have we had here? We've had a couple of, on the 1 minute candles, which can be a bit intense. A couple of these wicks going up. So I think it will have a bit of a spurt up, but this is why I like to use leverage or lower leverage. If I was to use a bit higher, that would be a 1% move. Therefore, my 8350 2% move. Oh, of course, because I'm shorting. Never mind. Yes. If I was using, then it'd be a 0.63 move for my stop. And the stop for me is the most important. That's a bit closer, you know, from where I got in. You see some wicks here. by using less leverage, just maybe my timing's a bit off. It can always be better. Just gives me a little bit more wiggle room for these ups or for the downs, or if there's a huge market buy. These alerts can't be 100% because there's many moving factors in the market. And if someone or some whale or whatever comes in and there's a huge market buy or a market sell, you're going to see this candle go, woo, you know, not make that sound, but it has an impact on this trade, and you may get stopped out and then the price comes right back down. You know, we can't control that. There's so much money and volume going on with this, which makes this trading possible. So at the moment, 8350, I'm in 10% profit. Wonderful. What I want to do at the moment, my 25 stop market is here. I want to be moving that. Excuse me. Yeah, you can move it down, move it to 20, 25. Maybe I'll do that initially. Let's move it to 15. 8412. Okay, it's going to bring it down a little bit. But what I want to do as soon as possible, this is now 16% profit. Come on, drop off. Down you come. Down you come. As I say, 1 minute candles are a bit intense. Let's have a look here. You know, it's been coming right down, 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 down. It's peeled up. Coming down towards the middle Bollinger Band. Got a feeling, and I know it's going to keep coming down, I think, to this back same sort of region, 8067, but we shall see. But what I want to do as soon as possible is move my stock market into 10% profit. I mean, I could do that now, 8308, but that's here. So I would have just made 10%. But as you can see with these wicks, it's trying to be pushed up, it's being pushed back down. This is probably going to come up a bit and then it will be pushed back down. So because my actual big plan is 40%, I don't want to put that 10% in too soon, but I want to put it in as soon as possible, just to secure some profit. It's better to take a 10%. You know, for those of you that have been with us from the beginning and we're dealing with 1 or 2%, to say that your minimum you can make is 10% is absolutely huge. But I am going for huger, larger. I'm going for 40%. And so I want to make sure that I'm in a good bit of profit, around about 20%, but 20% before I put my stock market at 10% profit. I'm still in 8% profit. I'm just going to get a refill on my coffee and I'll continue this very soon. Oh, lovely. So just as I've been making my coffee, well, that's just dropped down and come through. I was going to move my stock market into that 10% profit and then maybe even move my profit from 40 to 50%. But, well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I've just made 40% in about 10 minutes. I will cancel that. 69.659. 69.659. 39%. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning I'm going to be using $50 and I'm going to turn it into $100. Then I'm going to take $100 and I'm going to turn it to $200. Then I'm going to take $200 and turn it into $400. You can see where I'm going. I'm going to be compounding my profits per session to show you the real power of futures. So trade number one, boom, boom. I'm going to pause it now as I look for, in fact, no, I'm just going to keep talking. Let's just bring up the alerts. I mean, they come into Discord, which is our, in fact, 1 second. Yeah, so they come into Discord, which is where our community is. Again, head to our website. You can then get in and see it in and come in and be part of the community. So let's just see. I mean, that was absolutely lovely. What I want to do now, I mean, Mike has done a bit of compound interest over the trades. What I like to do, 19.65. 19.65. I'm going to take that and I'm going to take my money into my bank and secure the profit. Absolutely lovely trade. This should and will continue down, but I don't want to go, right, you know what, let's get in on it again. Let's just take a deep breath. And yes, I've just had an alert come through. There's plenty of alerts coming through, plenty of great alerts. Just had a short come through on Ripple. Yeah, I mean, this, let's just say here instantly, new lows going on. Just like what we just had there. This is high. It's had a huge drop off. It's come up a bit like in a bearish wedge going on. What I want to make sure I'm on isolated 50 leverage. No, I mean, sometimes I use a bit more, 20, 30, 2771. 2771. I like to just see with this leverage and what I'm going for. Most importantly, where my stop market is. 20, so 2771 is 2805. That's all the way up here. So maybe I use a little bit more leverage. 2794. Okay. 2780. 2780. 2803. In fact, let's just see with here where we're at. It's good to look at different candle lengths, ranges. This touched the lower Bollinger Band, starting to widen out a little bit. So yeah, I am going in on this. I'm going to short it 2775 using 30 leverage because I'm happy with where my stop market is. I've got some movements. I'm going to go full $50 shorts. That's going to come up a bit above. Hello. In the order book, I've got one open order because at the moment it's not a position, it's an order. Once it is filled, it goes from an order to a position. 2775 is what I'm aiming for. 30 leverage. I want to put in my stop as soon as possible. We use stop markets, and that's to ensure that you, if it goes the other way, you get out. You know, with stop limits, we've heard of it occasionally happening. Because where depending on your trigger price and your sell price, if it's too close, too far, just do a stop market. You know, it may be a little bit extra, but you know for sure you're going to be coming out of the trade. This is close. I think as my brother said in his video yesterday, you know, if you're shorting it, try and resist like a market buy, market sell, because the fees are more, and your average position is just either going to be higher or lower depending on which way you go. I'm shorting now, so I've gone in a bit higher. As you can see, it's now caught before it comes down. So 2775. Stop market 30, 2798. Which is nice. It's up here, yeah, above this upper Bollinger Band. 0.2798 because I'm shorting. It's going to be full, and it's stop market. Here it is. There, where's my 40%? 2738. Oh, excuse me, I did that on purpose. My position's down at the bottom. 2738. 2738. Lovely. Oh yes. And as I was saying in my last video, actually by the time I had a refill of coffee, I didn't even have time to do it. But you know what? So I had my stop market in my limit and I made 40%. Wonderful. Whether you're using 50 or 500 or, you know, 1,000, it's the same. There's so much volume going through these coins. Again, though, when you start to use more, that's why I like to use less leverage, because when I'm using higher amounts with less leverage, you can do that on more coins. You're restricted on some of the coins. So again, here, I've got my stop market in, I've got my limit. What I want to do as soon as possible is move this stop market into profit. So I'm either going to get stopped out at 10% profit. And what I will do is as it starts to come down, we're going to use, I'm on 30 leverage, 40%, so 10% is 0.33. Just doing a couple of sums for this trailing stop, which is a fantastic feature on the futures platform. And I'm going to show you all about it. I'm going to pause this now and give it a little bit of time. You know, it's just gone 8 o'clock. I feel another 40% on the way. And in 2 trades, you know, that's 80% return on investment. I tell you what, I'll get one more before I go to jiu-jitsu. And that's my trading done for the day. Not bad, doubling my money. Maybe this afternoon I will do 100 into 200. And as I say, you know, my brother said, if you've not checked out his video, it's already on our YouTube channel. Check it out. We've got slightly different strategies. You know, we're learning off each other. We've got different ideas for alerts. So that's why it's been so great putting this together with him, because we bounce off each other. Different ideas, and like with anything, you know, you can get taught, even jiu-jitsu that I'm going to, you know, you get taught there's moves that you do, but you still put your own little style on it. So that's what this is all about. The main thing is that it's controlled. You've got your safety nets in. You don't want to be getting liquidated. You may be looking at this going, futures, liquidation, leverage. Oh, sounds a bit risky. Bears the same risk as any other trading that we're doing, as long as you're putting in this stock market. Because if not, and I've been liquidated, you know, not with a huge amount, but you know, maybe just try with $5 and get liquidated, see what the feeling is. It's not good. You don't want to be doing that, especially with higher amounts. So always stick and make a plan. I'll come to more of the plan maybe towards the end of this video. What I can do now is just pop in this XRP. It's good actually as well when you're using more. You can see this is 49.7, 49.83. Rather than just, oh, that will be coming in a later video, 49.7. If I had just gone 50, okay, it brings my percentage down a bit, but you want to be putting in as close to the exact amounts as possible, and then you're getting a real reflection of the percentages you make. Bearing in mind with your sell, yes, I may go for 40%. It's always going to come less because of fees. Likewise, with a stop out at 25%, your numbers will come out at like 28 or so, because it's your 25 loss plus the Binance fees. So 2% in profit. Boom, boom. I'm going to pause this for now, and I will be back on shortly when it comes down. Okay, so, oh, what's this doing? Okay, sorry if that is still in the video. I'll try and remember to edit it out if it is. Yeah, so, let me just... Okay, just had an alert come through on Lend, which is what I've already done a trade on. It's come up to the same sort of level, and it's making its way back down. I'm on isolated, I'm on 20. I'm going to try and go in a bit above again. 8390, 20 leverage. Oh, let's make sure I've got a bit of money. 50. As I said, I'm still turning 50 into 100, but I've got a couple of pots of 50. I'm going to go in a bit above. He says, maybe I just need to do that. 8390. And I'm going to short. You can see it comes in here. My other trade, yeah, I got in a bit lower. It's having this retrace up from this trend line that I've drawn. Again, it's finding resistance here. This high is lower than this high, which is lower than this high, which means it's coming down. This is coming down. Let's go 8380. I just missed it. It should bounce back up. Quite a bit of movement with this. Oh, yep. Oh, yes. So 8380 for the shorts. Sorry, let me just cancel this down. 8380, 8380. I'm using 20 leverage and I'm shorting. First things first, let's put in my stop market. 20 leverage, 84. 84, perfect. Perfect, that's up here, yeah? 8484. I'm going to go stop market, 0.8484. 8484. All the way. buy long because I'm shorting it, and there it comes. Now let's put in my 40%, 8212. 8212 is here. I've got 2 positions open, but I've got 4 orders. So every position that you're in, you want to have 2 orders for it. My XRP here. Oh, look what's happening. It's coming on down. Again, you know, it's getting lower each time. So this should nicely drop. Maybe not 40%, but at least, you know, 10, 15, 20%. This is dropping, and again, what I'm looking for is as soon as possible to be moving this stock market into profit. This should happen with Lend first. Let me just fill in this. I've got in all the protections that I need. Lend, my position is 49.79. 8380. Okay, I'm already 8338. It's coming down. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, yes. So I maybe got in a bit too soon with this alert, but it was below here. I thought it wasn't going to quite come up. However, from this high, it is still lower. So very, very confident with these, looking good. One's a bit down, one's a bit up. Again, I will be back. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so yeah, it's been a little bit of time. I'm in 2 positions still. Coming up to 9 o'clock. Time for a bit of breakfast soon, and then off to training. But this Lend coin is coming on down. Had actually, coming up to the hour, it had a bit of a try up. And again, this is why I advise using a bit less leverage in the beginning, because it's above where this high price was. It's come back up, and it was a bit of distance. But if I had used, I've had a bit too much coffee. If I'd used higher leverage, then I would have got stopped out. So in the beginning, while you improving your timing and everything, again, just my recommendation. It's just what I do. Excuse me. 8338. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm getting ready to put it in and secure some profits. This is for my Lend trade. Ripple. Again, it's a bit similar, but still, let's have a look. You know, this high point here is lower than this. This high point is lower than this. So, bit of a nice reversal going on. So let's focus with Lend. Sometimes these candles go a little bit weird. Yeah, it's coming through the middle Bollinger Band. 2 minutes left of the hour. Definitely, especially with this inverted hammer. Look, they tried to push it up. Their price got pushed back down. And now what could have been a bit of a bull flag, you know, up across, or this part up, and a bit of an ascending trend line here. We're still at a bit of a, not a crucial spot, but at the moment now it's, you see I go a bit line mad, which is good. You know, you want to try and see these, what's going on with these smaller trends with the overarching bigger trend, what's happening. And the more you're drawing lines and see it breaking through and holding, etc., it just improves your confidence and trading with these alerts, when to get in, when to trade them, when not to trade them. So this is probably going to come up a little bit more and then really drop off. So let's leave that for now. What's going on here? That's coming up a bit. They're coming up, they're going down. They're coming up, they're going down. But, you know, hopefully these two come in. I mean, 40% each would be great, but even with just a bit of profits, And that's 3 out of 3. Again, this one I've used, even though I used 30 leverage XRP, I got in here, you know, quite a lot of leeway above where this previous high was. Bit of a double top going on here. 40% down here, but it can, look where this bottom is, can drop off. And as you saw in my last trade, you know, as long as you're securing some profit, then aim for 40, 50. But just make sure that you are moving that stock market in as soon as possible, or again utilizing your trailing stop, which I may use in this. We'll just see how the trade unfolds as they start to come down. I may pop in a trailing stop for you to feast your eyes upon. All right, I'm just going to pause this for now and wait for it to go with that lovely sound effect. This is coming down to this sort of range, so I'm very confident in this Len coin that I'll be getting another 40% off. It's XRP just needs to, double top and then down you'll come. Thank you very much. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've just got back from the shop. And yeah, my second trade sadly has just been stopped out. Lend, it came down to about 10% in profit, which again just shows, you know, I could have secured that. So it is a fine balance between securing profit, not reducing your profit, but more importantly, reducing your losses. So yeah, I could have made 10% instead of been stopped out at 25. And this now, you know, is reaching new highs and up it goes. You can see here it's been bouncing off. And as I say, from where I got in, there was 10% to be made, or 15, I think at one point it went to. So, you know, should have secured. Anyway, I'm still in XRP 2775. I'm working with 30 leverage. You can see I've done 2 trades, 50% success rate, and I'm still nicely up in profit. So 2775, kind of where I've got in. You see it's come up only a bit. It's been quite a slow moving coin actually, 0.3%. These lows are getting lower each time. Again, based off what just happened in my last trade, I want to be moving my stock market into profit as soon as possible. 2765, you know, round about here. So yeah, 2 trades so far, 1 for 1. Lend is just, by the looks of it, going to keep on going. What's going on in terms of alerts? Anything? No, you know, right now it could be tempted to go, oh, look, okay, yeah, it's coming up. It's broken through this high here, this high here. However, yes, it has at the moment. There's still another 5 minutes, you know, could clear up here, but I'm thinking this is going to top band, come back down over the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the half an hour, and then drop again. So it's very easy to think here, right, let's jump in and long it, but it's not enough an alert. It's me going, right, it's gone down, it's going up, it's going to keep going up. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay with this coin. Let's have a look at the bigger picture. You know, this itself, if you know much about charts and with wedges and flags, etc., then could be perceived here as a bit of a bear wedge. Again, very roughly. Let me just get rid of these. I've already identified this with the trends coming down. Let me just show you a potential chart pattern that I'm seeing here, characterized by a drop, which we've had, and then a bit of a flag or a wedge. You have your, a bit more of a wedge. This here, the low points are getting higher each time, the high points are getting lower. So we're coming to a point, and based off it having this drop before, can be a bit of a continuation signal that it's going to continue coming down. Can be. It's not a given. It's not for certain. But if it does, then I think I'll activate my trailing stop because it could fall through here and therefore, drop quite a lot more percent. So I'm going to eat my breakfast. I'm going to pause this for now and watch it, and I will resume when it's dropped through. All right, so just to come back to this one a little while later, just had some lovely breakfast. Be heading out in like 15-20 minutes. So this will be the last kind of session or trade of this morning. What is nice is this wedge that I've highlighted. You should be able to see a nice downwards momentum here. I'm just aware that this is the same low price as it's found before and it's come back up. So with me looking at this now and just seeing what is going on. Yeah, I mean, what Mike likes to talk about is like this has hit the lower Bollinger Band. These Bollinger Bands are opening up a bit. It's opening up, ready for it to go down, down, down. So I'm about 10% in profit. What I should have done on the last trade and secured it, I'm going to do. So 2775, 2765. So I'm at my 10% now. Obviously, I don't want to put it in right now because then I might as well just sell it at 10%. But this is and has, based on what I've showed you, let's just let this refresh a little bit. 2765. Binance is just at times just taking. Oh no, that's me. As you can see here, it's about the same sort of price that it's been to before. You can see these low prices are the same. So I'm going to be ready. I'm going to secure a bit of profit with this, but if it continues down, then we're definitely heading for this 40% region without doubt. A bit of a longer trade, and by that I mean, maybe an hour, but I've had my stop and market in, my limit, done another trade, which you've just seen, and done a bit of work as well. And had a bit of breakfast. So, you can quite easily multitask once you get into the hang of this. Just so this video is a nice short one for this trading session, I'll pause this and just once it's dropped down lower, I'll resume. Okay, so, yeah, it's a bit of a slower trade, but it's going the way that I want it to. Now 18% in profits, and I'm off to training very shortly. So, I mean, the main thing is I've got my stop market, my limits. Just thinking 2788. I want to be bringing this down and then moving it into profit at some point. 2765. It's breaking through here. As I am heading out, I'm just going to secure 10%. 27, excuse me, why is it doing that? Short, 10% is 2755, that is not correct. I'm on 30 leverage. 20% is 10%. That's why, sorry, 2775. 2765. It's here, it's close. If I was staying in, then I've got a couple of minutes before training. Let's just keep an eye on it. I really want this to kind of push through the 20%. But again, as you saw with the last one, I was in a position similar to this and I didn't secure any profit and I actually ended up getting stopped out. So with this in mind, 2765. Stop limits 0.2765. I'm shorting it, so that's going to be my new long here. What's this for today then, or so far? Yeah, I mean, it really is. You've just got, it's a fine line between obviously securing some profits, but this could quite easily have a little bit of a run back up and then drop very hard, or it could quite easily just come back up into this region and then keep going up. So it's starting to hug this nicely. The Bollinger Bands are opening up a bit. I'm here watching it. Hello. 16%. Yeah, I mean, this should just fall out the bottom any minute. Come on. Come on. As you can see, we've had a wick. We've had a bit of resistance support here. It's been bouncing off 15%. 2761. This should, which is why I'm not leaving just at this moment. It should drop any moment, just in case it doesn't. Let's go 12%, 2763, 2765. Again, you know what? For good practices, 2765 there. I've got to go to training. See, it's come down, it's come here, it's come down. What's 2770? 2761. You know what? I am just gonna sell 2761. Or try to. There we go. 56.96. 56.96. It's probably going to drop down and keep going down, but main thing is I'm in profit 2 out of 3 trades, 28% return on my investment. You know, and down she comes, new lows, new lows. I'm heading out, so I don't want to be in trades or thinking about it while I'm training. So yeah, that is my morning session. 2 out of 3 trades successful, 28%, and I will continue this afternoon.